Hello, I'm Lynn Gustafson, one of your MISD EdTech trainers, and I would like to talk to you today about Microsoft OneDrive and how you may be able to use that in your classroom. We'll start by talking about Office 365, the umbrella over all the applications that can be used in the district, such as OneDrive. And then we'll move into OneDrive and talk about that. So in order to talk about Office 365, it would be most effective if you log in to your Office 365 account. Open up a web browser, I suggest Google Chrome, and type in this address, portal.office.com. If you have never signed in to Office 365, you will see a screen similar to this screenshot, and you will need to type in your email address, first name, last name, at misdmail.org. Your password is the same password you use to log in to your computer. After you click sign in, you may be prompted to select your current time zone, and then you should be at the startup page for Office 365. So again, that address is portal.office.com. I'll log into my account as well. portal.office.com. I have logged into Office 365, so my email address will appear, and I can simply click on that and type in my password, click sign in. I have my account set up to open to my email. You probably will see this startup page first. And again, you should see some familiar applications here, such as Word, PowerPoint, Excel. We're going to talk about OneDrive, so I would like for you to click on that icon. If for some reason you do not see this menu of applications, click on the waffle in the left-hand corner, and you will see a list of the applications that are available to you as a Mansfield ISD employee. And from here, you can certainly click OneDrive. Look for the clouds and click. You will see several file folders as well as files listed in my OneDrive account. I have been using this, so that is why you probably see more here than you do on your own account. And notice that the folders are listed first, and they are listed alphabetically, and then individual files that I have not stored into folders are listed. You can select to have everything, your files listed alphabetically. You can select to have them listed by the last date modified. So you have that choice there. So let's look at the bar across the top. Search is where you could actually search for files that you know you have within your OneDrive and you just can't find them. So again, I know I have several outlines. So this would list the outlines that I have saved in my OneDrive account, and I can simply click here and open that outline up. I can close that search. At New, when I click on the drop-down arrow, I can create a new folder so that I could store some of those files within that folder. I can create a Word document, Excel workbook, PowerPoint presentation, and so on. When I click here, I am creating that document or that workbook within my OneDrive account. So it will be there the next time I log into my account. The next option is to upload. Again, I can upload files or folders that are stored on this computer so that I have access to them in the cloud. Office 365 is a cloud storage option, which means these things that are seen listed here in my OneDrive are saved in the cloud, which means I can access them from any internet-enabled device, whether it's an Apple device, an iOS device, or an Android device, a phone, a tablet, a computer. I can get to them all. Sounds familiar, I'm sure. Very similar to Google Drive. Okay. Let's look at the left sidebar. I'm currently in Files, so when I click Recent, I'll see the documents that I have worked on recently. Shared with Me lists everything that some other user has shared with me in my OneDrive. So again, very similar to Google Drive. I'm going to click on Files, and now I want to create a Word document. So note that it does say Word Online in the upper left-hand corner. That means I am creating what is called a live document that I can then share with another user, and that person can make changes to the document that I will see immediately. So let's say I'm going to create an outline for a substitute, notes, so that when I'm out, they know what to do. And that's all I have right now for the sub. You can see at the top it is saving as I create this document, so I do not have to go to File and Save As. But this is the name of the document. So you see when I hover over that word, I have the option to rename the file. So I will rename it Subnotes for March 28th, 2017. And if I click away, I can see that it is now named appropriately, and I can make my correction here and move on. I'm ready to share this with my sub. All of our subs have mistmail.org accounts, so if you know ahead of time, you can certainly share files with your sub through their email. And my substitute for March 28th is Natalie Driver. So you can see it's searching for her since she is an employee within the district. Found her, so I can simply tap her name. And for this particular document, I would prefer that she have the ability to edit this document in case she wants to add her own notes. Again, you can select View, which means she wouldn't be able to make any changes to it. So of course this is determined by the purpose of your document, whether you want to be collaborative with it or not. I want to be collaborative, so I will stay with Can Edit, and I can include a message. If I click Show Options, there's a default there to send an email invitation so that she knows by email that I've shared something with her in her OneDrive account. I can also share a link, and this is where you would get that link to share. This would show who I've shared with. Now, of course, it doesn't show Natalie yet because I haven't actually shared it with her. So I'm going back to Invite People. I see her name there, see my message. I want her to edit, so I'm ready to share. So now it tells me I shared with Natalie Driver. There's no tab here for OneDrive, so I'm going to use that back arrow to get back to my drive, and I should see these notes within my account. And there it is, Subnotes, March 28th, 2017. I can select this document just by clicking on it, and I see what I've created and realize, oh, I needed to add one more item here for her to do that day. I can click right here and try to type, but nothing happens. It's read-only. I need to edit the document. I'm going up here to this drop-down. I can edit this document, and I have a choice. I can edit this document in Word, which means the program that is saved on this computer. I can open it up on the program in this computer and make my changes. But will Natalie see those changes? No, she won't. They're saved on my computer. So for the purpose of this document, I would prefer to edit in the browser. So any changes I make, she will immediately see the next time she opens the document. So let's make one more addition here. And answer. Okay, now it's ready to go. And again, it's saving. I'm going to wait until it is saved before I close the tab. Now that it's saved, I can close this because I do have a tab open now that says OneDrive. So there's my document. You see it's selected now by that check mark and by the gray bar, which opens up a whole nother set of commands. So from here, I could have chosen to open in Word Online. I can share with someone else. I can get the link. I could download this document so it is saved on this computer, so then I could open the document in Microsoft Word. I can delete it, move it to some other folder within my drive. I can copy, I can rename. So as you see it highlighted here, you can see the last time I made a change to it, who the owner is, how big of a file it is, and that it is shared. So lots of information right there in that one little tab. So I can unselect, and you see I go back to those original commands of new, upload, and open on Mac. So OneDrive is very similar to Google Drive, as you've seen. Opening Word Online is very similar to Google Docs. You can certainly use OneDrive to store your files. I'm going to, in order to sign out, I would click on my name and click the word sign out. What I would like to do at this point is go back to the PowerPoint that we started with. Make sure that you use that waffle to find any apps that you need to find if they aren't listed on that opening page. OneDrive, you can always find with that cloud icon. And why would you use OneDrive? Well, as I said before, it's cloud storage. What you create within OneDrive will not be stored on the computer. From OneDrive, you can share documents with others. You can collaborate on documents. You can create folders to collect documentation. Since OneDrive is located in the cloud, you can access it from any internet-enabled device on any platform, as I mentioned before. You have 1 terabyte of storage in your OneDrive account. But what exactly is 1 terabyte? Well, this graphic might help you understand how huge 1 terabyte actually is. As you look at the numbers, though, please keep in mind that the quality of videos and images will determine exactly how many hours are available. High definition will take up more space as well. But just looking at these numbers, you should get the general idea that 1 terabyte is a lot of storage. We went over how to find documents that are stored within OneDrive by using search. We looked at new and how to create a Word document, and then even upload from your computer. We looked at this window in regards to sharing a file with another user in the district. And one thing I didn't show you is you can find the version history once you have the document opened. You can go to View and then Review Update History, and that gives you the revision history. So, if you still have questions about using OneDrive, please feel free to contact your EdTech trainer. We're here to help you. We'd be happy to answer any questions you have about OneDrive. And hopefully you have some ideas about using OneDrive within your classroom. Again, if you have any questions, be sure and contact us. Have a great day.